Alright, what's going on, guys? Got a newer gun for today's video. I know it's been a while and I've been I'm not even gonna go into it. All kinds of dumb shit. Anyway, got finally a new video for us. Got a wicked cool gun. Not many of you guys, maybe just because this is on YouTube, might know him, but it's a buddy of mine off of Shocker Owner's site and TechPB. He sent me some money and I went and picked up a gun for him since it was a lot easier, and I know he's pretty pumped about it. I'm pumped about it because of what the gun is, and they're great guns, and just to see another one go out there, and you know, I'm able to help somebody out and get him a gun, and that's always good. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So right here we've got, as you can see, a brand new unboxed Planet Eclipse Etha. And we can go ahead and take this out. Maybe. Yep, there we go. And right out of the box. So you've got this huge, big, kick-ass case, which I think this is super hard plastic. This is probably one of the most durable, kick-ass cases that paintball markers come in that I've seen anytime recently. I think it's just a really cool case, but yeah, it's just me. So let's open this up. So you've got the Etha manual from Planet Eclipse. It's in a very nice, super colorful, awesome manual. It tells you everything you would ever need to know. Really great manual. Right in the back of the manual here, you got the warranty card. So when you do get this, man, just make sure you fill that out. Excuse me. Fill that out, attach the serial number here, and then send that into Planet so you can get your year warranty from when you well, basically yesterday from when you bought the gun. Other than that, if you don't send that in, all you've got is a year warranty from when the gun was manufactured. But you bought it from me and my park, so obviously you've got free lifetime labor warranty on the gun from us. If you've ever got any problems, dude, you know, hit me up online or whatever. You know, we can get it back here and I can make sure, you know, I'm a certified Planet Eclipse tech. I can make sure you get whatever needs to get done. So, yeah, there you go. There's the manual. Got your nice Eclipse barrel bag. You've got your two-piece barrel. Let's go ahead and throw everything in, and then I'll go over all the main features and basically what Planet says. Give you the rundown of what's going on. Let's put those aside for now. And that's not going to stay on there because my table is tilting. You've got a pretty decently sized spare parts kit with springs, spacers, O-rings, all kinds of stuff, detents, everything you're going to need. You have Planet Eclipse grease, which is probably the best thing for the Etha. It's really nice grease. I wouldn't recommend using hater sauce or anything like that if you can help using the Planet Eclipse grease. And then, of course, you've got your nice Planet Eclipse Allen key set. And finally, we've got the gun. This is one of the limited edition color Ethas. This is green. Obviously, the tags with the serial number and all that stuff are still on it. I'm going to keep those on because those are for you. So these are the limited edition color Ethas that Planet put out. As most of you guys know, the Ethas came out in red, blue, purple, and green. Those were super limited edition. Planet Eclipse actually sold out of all the colors in 2 days when they put them out. So we had them all at our park. I actually still got a purple one at my park. If you guys are interested in anybody watching this video, if you're interested in buying it, I've got every gun under the sun at my park. If you guys are, you know, super interested and want to hit me up and see a video of it or something like that, I can hook you guys up and help you out. So he picked up the green one. This is the last green one, probably outside of like A&S Gear, one of those big shops, you know, at an actual pro shop. It's probably one of the last green ones out there in the States right now, because these sold super quick. I know we sold 3 blue ones in a week and 2 red ones in like 2 days, and you know, we've already sold a purple one, and we bought 2 purples to begin with. So now all you can get is black Ethas. So here you go, super nice finish. Let's go ahead and someday. Alrighty. So there it is, Planet Eclipse Etha. Obviously it's cocker threaded, and the barrel is the standard Eclipse shaft 4 barrel. It's a 14.5-inch 2-piece barrel. Obviously with Eclipse, most of you guys know, the barrel tip and the barrel back where it connects is reverse threaded, and that's Planet Eclipse standard for a while now. But it is the shaft 4, the same shaft 4 that comes on the Ego and the Geo 2.1. Obviously doesn't have any of the fancy milling on the outside, so it might not look the same. Slightly less porting, but it's not too much, and it's full shaft 4 barrel. It doesn't really get better than that. So that's about it with the barrel. Comes with all the standard firing modes. It's just a tricolor LED on the back, no LCD screen. But it comes with all the standard modes. Comes with capped semi-auto, uncapped semi-auto. You've got 2011 compliant PSP, and then you've got 2010 compliant Millennium, and those PSP and Millennium are the ramping modes. The frame, the feed neck are made, and the dial part of the Eclipse Etha are actually glass reinforced nylon. But the way they finished it, they put a really nice smooth finish on it. I'm not sure what they did, but it feels just like the aluminum. It doesn't feel like composite like a lot of other guns do. I think it's really cool. It's super comfy, and this glass reinforced nylon is actually stronger than the aluminum. You will break this body in half before you break this frame. That is guaranteed from Planet Eclipse. Nikki T, the head of Planet Eclipse Tech Service worldwide, was down there teaching my Planet Eclipse tech classes, and he guarantees, and he will, if he sees it, will replace everything for free if you break the frame. So I don't know if that's a challenge for you guys, if you want to go out and try and break the frame, so you can send it to Nikki and be like, here, I broke your frame, give me a new Etha, or something like that. But that is a guarantee by word of mouth from Nikki T. So, other than that, the eye covers are the composite as well, the glass reinforced nylon. But it is a lever locking, clamping feed neck. It's a bolt out the back system, which is usually toolless unless you really crank it in there. No, this one's still pretty loose. So the trigger's pretty smooth. The spring that comes in it is not a traditional spring. It's a leaf spring. I'm actually going to take that out and I'll show you guys after. So it's just a small plate of aluminum vice a traditional spring. And that gives it a little bit more tension. I mean, it's pretty comfortable right now. This one's pretty smooth, but I'm going to be taking the spring out, and it's just a hell of a lot smoother without the spring. That's just my personal opinion. So obviously, like I said, you've got the Eclipse Etha standard down here. You've got the SL4 inline regulator, and as far as regulators go, it doesn't get much better than that. It is male threaded on the body, so the regulator actually doesn't have any threads at the top. It's female threaded. The threads are on the body, so that's another thing that became Planet Eclipse standard and is now carried over into the Etha. And then you've got actually laser engraving down here with arrows and a plus and a minus. So if you have to adjust the velocity, all you got to do is look at the bottom right here. It's got a plus on this side going that way and a minus on this side going this way. So adjusting is super easy. And other than that, that is this. Just a quick lowdown on the Etha. Let me get this giant box out of the way so we can get at this thing a little bit. Alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the barrel off right here. Scroll down on this so I can make sure I got the right page. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, I got that. We got that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the bolt system out right now, and I'll see if I can, I'll hold it up to the camera. I don't have my regular video camera with me today, guys, I'm sorry. So I'm using my actual, regular camera on video mode. So I apologize if the quality's not there, or it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to do my best to kind of hold it up to the camera and show it. So you can just turn that, and the bolt system comes out the back, except for apparently the spring. And there's the spring. So there's everything. You can see right through down the body now. It's super clean on the inside. Let's go ahead and put the gun aside. And put the spring back on here. So here's the bolt system. Pretty simple. There's not too many parts. Maintenance is pretty simple. Obviously you've got the bolt spring here. And you've got the actual bolt. And this rubber bolt tip actually comes off, just in case you chew it up or something like that. And I don't have any picks or anything with me. All I've got is a set of Allen keys, so I might actually skimp on taking this off. See if we can get it off. There it is. So you've actually got the bolt tip. It's a rubberized tip. It's super soft. And then you can see inside the bolts you've actually kind of got like a Venturi system going on. It's super smooth on paint. It's just, you know, it's not rough at all. You can shoot. I shoot All-Star through this on a daily basis, and it's just great on paint. I've never had any issues with breaking or chopping, anything like that. So right here you've got the bolt bumper that just slides on this bolt guide right here. And obviously this big great piece. Is the bolt guide. You see it just goes all the way down there. Put that side there. So what we've got here is the rest of the bolt system, and this is lube to high health from Planet. Dear God. Gross. I just need to grab something real quick. Alright. We'll grab a microfiber cloth. So I've just got a small clamping wrench right here. You've just got two flat pieces right on the side of this, specifically for a wrench. Now this is absolutely guaranteed by Nikki that this is the absolute only way you can take this apart, unless it starts getting super loose, which you don't want it loose anyway, because then the bolt system's not going to seat right. It's not going to affect it at all. The threads don't cross over onto this flat part. It's not going to leave tool marks and anything like that. This is the Planet Eclipse official from the Tech Center way to take it apart, so please don't worry. Just gonna get the Allen key actually to fit in the back, so torque will be a little easier. Make sure it's the right size, which it is. Alrighty, I'll put a microfiber cloth over here, just protect it. Torque this out, and all you really got to do is get it going. After it just takes just enough torque, and there's just not enough for your fingers to really fit on there. With the grease, it's not going to work. So all you got to really do is give it a small tweak, not really even a lot of pressure, and it'll start to come out. Now it is going to be stiff, but after you get it started, you can do it by hand. Obviously, once you start breaking it, then it'll get a little easier, but, you know. Alrighty. So that's going to come off, and actually that spring should come out. I'm going to put that down in there where it's supposed to go. Alrighty, so you got this back section right here. This is called the valve body. It's got four, excuse me. Man, I should know this. I'm a certified tech. You've got 4 exterior O-rings right here. Those just need a touch of grease. Nothing on the inside. There's a little bit of excess grease from the bolt system itself on the inside, but you really don't need to do much to that. These are not moving O-rings, but put just enough little grease on there just to keep it moist enough so the O-rings don't dry out and crack and all that good stuff. So what you've got right here is the poppet. The Etha is listed from Planet as an inline poppet spool. So whether you want to call it a pop or a spool, I don't really care, because it really doesn't matter. I put this bolt system in the gun and then it shoots, and that's it. So I honestly don't care what it's called. So right here you've got the poppet spring. And we'll just go ahead and slide this out the back. Right here you've got what's called the valve joiner, which is basically going to join the can and the valve body right here, and what the poppet actually sits in. And this is going to be the firing poppet one, the inline poppet. And that's about it. Obviously you've got 4 O-rings right here. And they're all very nicely labeled in the manual. If you ever lose something, it's really easy to replace. Ooh, excuse me. and all you need to do is put some grease on those. Those are good to go. And on the valve joiner, you've got 3 exterior O-rings back here, and then here and here. And then you've got 1 interior O-ring right back here. And you just got to put a little bit of grease on those. You can actually put some grease on the poppet. It's the easiest way, the recommended way from Planet. Put some extra grease on the poppet right here, so when you go and actually slide this in, it just greases up that internal O-ring pretty well. And that is it for the internals on the Etha. They're pretty simple. Let's see other random things. You don't have to put any grease or anything on the bolt. Just leave it how it is. It will be fine. Just a touch of grease on this bolt bumper right here, just to keep it moist enough so it's not dry and cracking out. But you don't want to put too much, so when the bolts... Let's throw this on real quick. You don't want to put too much, so when the bolt is going back and forth, it actually starts to stick to that bumper. You don't want that, so you want just enough to keep it moist. And that's about it. So that's it for the Etha internals. Let's go ahead and put this back together so we can move on to the board, and I'll show you how to do the modes and all that good stuff. On. There we go. That would suck. Oop. Oh, this shows how tired I am right now. Totally backwards. And back in. Pop it. Come forward. There we go. You can just screw this back together, and when you do screw it back together, you don't need the wrench, you don't need to torque it down, just hand tight will be just fine. God, that's really lubed to high home. Let's get some of that off so we can actually turn it. Alrighty. Hand tight on that, so we can take the bolt guide and just screw it back on. Again, with the bolt guide, hand tight is just fine. Until it stops. Bolt on. Put the spring on. And in the back we go. Turn that down. And hand tight's pretty much fine for the bolt guide if you're putting it back in. I'm going to give it a small crank with the Allen key because my hands are a little greasy right now and I don't have as good a control as I usually do. But not much force on there at all. Alrighty. So I'm actually going to take this grip off so I can show you guys the inside of the grip frame. Let's see. That one. Good deal. There's only one screw in the grip frame just because it's got just a little latch up there. So you take the bottom screw off. And it's just a latch right up there. So inside on the board, it's actually got a little breakdown of the colors and the range of the modes and stuff like that you can change in the programming mode. So, as you can see right here, you've got the board. You got your battery, obviously. Micro switch is held in by a clip up there, and you can't really see the spring, but I'll take the grip frame off so we can take the spring out after. So, first of all, I'm pretty sure this is in tournament lock, but let's find out. Nope, I must have turned it off. So, pretty simple. Actually, let's turn the gun on so I can just show you the regular modes first. That'll be better. Okay. Turn off. Alright, so when you turn the gun on, it's going to give you that. It's going to show you how the battery is, and then it's going to go to normal operation. Blinking yellow means the eyes are on and there's nothing in the breech. Blinking blue means there is stuff in the breech. Alright, sorry about that guys, the battery in my camera died, so I'm going to blow through this real quick so it doesn't die again. I can get off and shoot this. So you've got the... hold on, it's killing me. Get SL3 inline regulator. You've got the regulator top right here. And that's going to come out. This is the inline regulator spring. Now if you guys have to go change out parts or something like that, this is the same regulator that comes on the Ego. The Geo regulator is different. You cannot swap the parts with a Geo reg. It has to be an Ego reg. Keep that in mind. So you've got the spring right there, and you've got the reg piston right here, which is nice and all lubed up and stuff like that. So I'm just going to pop that back in. And put the spring back in right here. And that can just sit right there. So you've got the bottom right here, and I'm not going to take the bottom apart, but basically the whole system is down in this. I'll pop that off real quick. This is just the reg swivel, nothing fancy. So if you've got everything down in here, let's see if it wants to come out. Well, it's pretty lubed up. They're pretty in there. So I'm not going to force it out. But the easiest way to get it is take this bottom spring out and then try and push everything out. But I'm not going to take it because it's a bunch of little tiny pieces, and you get the purge poppet assembly and the reg seals and the adjusters and all that kind of nice stuff, and obviously the adjuster screw down here. And I don't want to get into that. It's perfectly lubed the way it is. I do not recommend taking it apart because there's no reason to. It works just fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this all back together. Just like that. And we're going to screw it on the gun. I am going to put this macro back in. And it is a real pain in the ass because it is brand new stiff macro. There she goes. And we'll put the battery back in. And turn the gun on. Turn the tournament lock off. Turn the gun off. Get in the programming mode. So about there. So one. Come on, stop being a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. PSP ramping. Come on, you can do it. Here you go. All set. Do green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, because it's cool and we can do that with it. And we're going to do eyes off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and just to make sure, I'm going to make sure it's screen the right LED colors at me. And down 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 and down. Bubble boss allowed. Modifying parameter, blah, blah. Okay, so got blue. Put a no trigger once for each unit, and the LED will flash. Push the power button, switch the tenth of the value, set the tenth, on the trigger, and up all the try to do 0. Push. Yeah, got it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nothing. Okay. That was the one piece of information I was forgetting. The new programming is different from programming from Planet last year. So you've got the color, right? So it goes into regular units and then tenths. So what you're going to do to set it, if I want like 14.5 BPS, I'm going to pull and hold the trigger until it goes off, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Push the power button, I'm in tenths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths, and push the power button again. Green light 3 times, setting is taken. I'm completely botched in my mind that it had tenths. If you don't put in the tenths, it's not going to do anything. Even if it's 0, you're going to push the power button to get into the tenth. You're not going to click anything. Push the power button again, and then it'll accept it. I'm just tired today. It was a regular Wednesday, but we had a group of about 40 people at the park as a private group. And it was just a rough day, and that's why I'm about to go out for a beer, because I am tired. And I gotta be at the park bright and early tomorrow. We're building the new field. Should be pretty sweet. Alrighty, so let's put all this on so we can dry fire this mofo. And I told you I'd give you a picture of how a liquid olive rotor looked on here. I'm thinking the liquid olive on the rotor is just a little too dark. Yeah, the liquid olive on here is just a little too much of a different color green. You can kind of see it here. Just kind of looks a little weird like that. But you know what? I think it looks fine. Green is green. I'm going to throw on my big ass, super big peanut what is this? My dye tank is a 7045. It's a pretty old dye tank, but it does the job. It's friggin' huge and it holds a lot of air, so I like it. So I can actually stay out for a whole game with my shockers, right? Overall, not bad. The tank is actually heavier than the gun, which is kind of sucks, but we'll fix that little macroline leak. Let's turn the gun on. And eyes off mode. So it's a little bit loud, but there's no kick. If you actually start shooting paint in here, it'll be a little less loud, but you know. Seems to be shooting pretty damn well to me. That ramp doesn't kick in, it seems like, till about maybe 9 BPS. Again, it's really nasty with the leaf spring in there, but once you take the spring out, that trigger is just so dirty. But anyway, there it is, my quick compilation video on the Planet Eclipse Etha. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys got any questions about anything like that, or Planet Eclipse stuff in general, or even dye stuff in general, or even key stuff in general, I am a certified Planet Eclipse tech, certified dye tech, and certified key tech. That includes like the mini and the axe and all that good stuff. So, oh, and random note, I guess, if dye stuff, that also includes like the rotor, the NT, the DM, the Proto series, the rails, the reflex rails, all that good junk. So that's about it for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video on the Etha, and I will ship this out as soon as possible so it gets here, well, gets to him in a proper time, or is actually going to be at home. Other than that, I will have it sitting here. I'm going to put it on my gun stand as a little nice mount for me. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy, guys.